After my recent trip to LA, I came away with this thought. When you see a once great city that is completely falling apart, the clowns who create these terrible policies rarely have to live with the results. So it's rules for thee, but not for me. When a state, when a city, when a community collapses, it affects the very vulnerable, and it affects the men and women of law enforcement, because they are the last line of defense against lawlessness. That brings me to the tragic story of Constable Martinus Mitchum from Louisiana. Mitchum served as a reserve deputy constable with the 2nd City Court of New Orleans Constable Office for 8 years. He also served as a full-time police officer with the Tulane University Police Department. Mitchum was shot and killed outside of the George Washington Carver High School while escorting a disorderly subject off the property. The subject had been denied entry into the game and became engaged in an altercation with a staff member. Mitchum, who was working a security detail at the game, intervened in the disturbance and escorted the subject out of the building. Once outside, the suspect drew a handgun from his waistband and shot Constable Mitchum in the chest, killing him. Mitchum's murderer, John Shallahorn, had just robbed a man at gunpoint in the parking lot before he tried to enter the school. It shouldn't come as a surprise that he had a previous arrest. Can you imagine how many people could have been killed or injured if he had made his way into that gymnasium? It has been widely reported that he has changed his plea from not guilty to guilty by reason of insanity. Convenient. When you go soft on crime, when you reward bad behavior, it's guaranteed that you're going to get more of it. Of course, Constable Mitchum didn't get the national recognition his sacrifice deserved from the mainstream media, but his peers and his bosses only had good things to say about him. The Tulane University Police Chief called him a sponge. He also said that Mitchum was the type of individual where that if he could have an entire police department made up of his clones, he would have an awesome police department. He was just that type of individual. Others noted he was always involved with kids' lives, reaching into his own pocket so that kids who didn't have would. It was Martinus Melvin Mitchum's dream to be a police officer. It was his calling to make a difference. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Each of the law enforcement agencies that I'll be visiting have lost an officer in the line of duty. In fact, in 2022, we lost 247 officers. This is my line in the sand. Supporting those who lay it all on the line. Listen, I'm not a marketer. I'm not a salesman. I'm just a man that couldn't be quiet anymore. So I appreciate any financial support for this mission, and any sponsors would be greatly appreciated. So make sure that you go to supportourshields.com to stay updated about the Fallen Heroes Tour. Follow me on social media. Please like and share this video, but most importantly, please continue to support our shields. God bless.